Hello guys, thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you are still stuffing keywords into your blog post and wondering why you are not ranking, it is because Google's AI is smarter than your strategy. It is 2026 and the game has changed from keywords to authority. Today, I am giving you the exact blueprint to bypass the thin content trap and to actually rank. This is an article I wrote on content SEO on my blog. I will put the link in the description box below for you to learn more. Meanwhile, let's look at the summary of this table, starting with the first, keywords. Speaking of keywords, it should follow a semantic entity approach. There are three things you should know about in semantic entity approach. The first is the search intent. This is where you ask the what question. Here you look for long tail keywords that are in form of question. That is, we talk about the problem in question form. I will show you how to use WordStream free keyword tool to search for keyword and how to choose a keyword that is ad budget friendly. Now let's move on. The second thing to take note of in semantic entity approach is the user intent. User intent is the why, where you answer the question raised by the search intent. It can also be referred to as solution to the problem. If you ask the what question and your why is missing, users that landed on your blog post may likely not get the answers to their question. In that case, Google automatically sees your blog post as thin content, and that instantly kills the SEO of your blog post. This brings me to the third, NLP, an acronym for Natural Language Processing, which is how Google reads your blog post and go through the content of your blog post. Natural Language Processor sees thin content as content of low quality. It also allows the computer to understand the context, sentiment, and meaning behind the words of your blog post. For example, if you write a blog post about fruits, the words that surrounds it should be apple, mango, orange, pineapple. These are all fruits. If that is missing, then your content is of no value. The third column is the content goal. This is like the user intent I talked about earlier, but the focus now is you writing for Google's search engine AI. You are helping it to help your blog post or your content. The acronym for it is AEO, Answer Engine Optimization. You can check the link in the description box below for details. The next in the column is multi-modal proof. So when we talk about multi-modal, we are referring to images and video. So in your blog post, you need a proof of what your content is about, and you need to use a specific format of image. For example, WebP format is the most recommended, with a short descriptive text to describe the image in relation to your content. As for video, rather than uploading videos in your blog post, embed it to your content. It makes your blog page SEO flexible and friendly. The last but not the least in the table is authority. That comes from this acronym EEAT. Experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trust. The experience in this term is showing Google's search engine AI that you have written many articles about that particular topic in several other blog posts. Expertise is your qualification in that regard. So your blog profile should be made public for the AI to cite. Why authority, which is the most speak of, is when Google's search engine AI sees your blog post as top-notch quality. In other words, users from search results comes on it to get answers to their question. A blog that follows the content SEO strategy of 2026 can be described as an authority because AI scraps the content of this blog and use it for response. Then Trust talks about other blog authors, publishers, writers, or content creators that are linked to your blog post. If any of your content meets these EEAT standards, then we use the word authoritativeness to describe it. Now let's take a look at WordStream free keyword 2, how to use it and how to choose a budget-friendly keyword. To start, use this link. Type in the keyword, let's say SEO for beginners. Then click on the button, Find My Keywords. This window pops up. You can hit the continue button or narrow the industry down to a particular category. Skip the location and continue. The result from the search shows 101 keys, but we are seeing the first 25 on the current page. To choose a keyword, you have to consider this criteria. The keyword has to be a long tail, that is a keyword with about 4 to 5 words. The search volume has to be between 100 to 5,000 K. And the top of the page bid, low range of 0.50 cents to high range of $6. And it has to be a keyword with a low competition level. So let's look for a keyword that meets all of that criteria in this list. This keyword is long tail. It has a search volume of 260 and its ad bid is between 0.79 cents to $6 with a low competition level. As you can see, this keyword is within the specification we described earlier and it can be selected for a blog post. So that is how to work with this free tool. If you are a web developer, Content SEO is not useful if your technical SEO is broken. So if you are building a web app, you have to be intentional about the app's technical SEO, such as the core web vitals, SSR, schema markup. If you want a deep dive on this, comment tech below this video and I will get right into it. SEO in 2026 is about being helpful, human, and technically sound. By focusing on search and user intent, leveraging AEO, answer engine optimization, and avoiding thin content, you become an authority. See you in the next one.